welcome back, everyone. We made it. We almost didn't make it, but we made it. Hang on, boys.
Yeah, good.
Well.
Good. Yeah, well, you almost canned it because we didn't really have anything to talk about. No one responded to over under. Last year, getting towards the end of the year, I wasn't getting many responses to over or under at all, and I think it's just run its course. Like, there's only so many you can do. Like, we did it all year pretty much. So
everyone's just here for the quiz, Wayno. That's all it comes down to. We all want to know what's going to be the interlinking element of the quiz.
I've canned it. I've got something new for tonight, which I haven't really mentioned yet. So we'll get into that eventually. And I've also got some questions. People asked some questions, so we got some good ones. So we're going to answer them. So yeah, next week when I do put that, whatever I put up, if I put something up, if you can, I know people are busy. Like when I'm looking at other people's stories, I'm busy and shit, so I don't have time to sit there and type on people's things. But if you do have time, please try and think of something to put in, because it's really hard to think of, like, to get the chat going every week and keep it fresh rather than talking about the same shit every week. So
I'm here to entertain you for free.
Yes. We'll say a quick hello to chat. Secondhand gang, how you going? Pufferfish is here, but that's weird. Happy New Year, watching from Phuket, Thailand today. Pineapple and $200 Gucci bag. Lozzie, how you going? I just lost it. Brad and Jazz, Even Legends, hope everyone had an awesome Christmas. Ready for an awesome 2023. Bax, how you going? Christian, my man. Paddy, my man. We are actually having Pat on the movie show this Tuesday, so he's getting around a bit. Paddy, he's a bit of a town whore at the moment. He's been on Judder's last week, and he'll be on movie chats on Tuesday night. Ripper bloke too, so get along. Chris collects things, and he also sells things
in his mega store.
Yeah, Chris gave us our highlight of the year last year on the very last. John
Still
Roberts,
coming off that trip.
My favourite thing to start the year off is with positive thinking. 3 thumbs up already.
Love
Happy
it.
New Year. Yep, it's interesting. Your third thumb. Books along with stuff. Had to have a nap and it popped up on my phone. That's all right. You can watch a replay if you really want, but you should stick around. Rack Raiders. Everyone is here for the octopus, Bohdan.
I know where I sit.
Drew and Sarah, how you going? Sandra, Bianca. I'm losing Post Malone Spotify minutes for this. Bianca's trying to be the #1 Post Malone Spotify listener for the whole year. So she's just playing Post Malone non-stop on Spotify. So
if it makes you feel better, Bianca, I'll draw a post address on my face. You can pretty much think it's him.
Yes. Yay, more Pat. Pat is a legend. I've caught up a couple of times now. Ben, how you going? All right, we'll get stuck into it. How was your guys' Christmas and New Year's? Did you have a good break? Did you have a break?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I guess seeing as I work full time as well as do the reselling, I've had a break from work, but still been trying to resell as best as possible in amongst having 2 extra little humans home full time and all the requirements that come with the holiday periods of traveling around and seeing people and events and everything. So yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, I did fuck all.
That's the spirit. Same. Didn't really do much. Just took it easy.
Before I went to Bell. I think I turned my store off for a week at some point, and yeah, I just did nothing over the last week or so. I've done a few little things and shit. I put an ad on Facebook, so that sent me crazy with my inbox. Friggin' nuts. So I've done a few things the last week. So, but before that, I did nothing for ages. Just took a break. I've just been watching. I got a Letterboxd account. If you're into movies, you have a look at my Letterboxd account. There's like 4 movies logged on every day. Just laying on the couch watching movies. What about you, Chris? You took some time off as well.
Yeah, I didn't shut the store down or anything, but I kind of just like slowed down on going hard. I was just doing more relists and sell similars and stuff, like cleaning up the store from that sense. But really just played a lot of video games. Carla's still in the Philippines. She comes back this week coming. So we didn't really do huge family stuff, but just kept it kind of quiet and easy going this year. So it was just nice to do nothing, take it easy. It was nice.
Yeah, sweet. What about the Octopus? Did you take some time off, Octopus?
Never take time off from world domination.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
I stayed local, harassed a few resellers in town, and just left the store on just to keep the world domination funds coming through.
What about sales? Did you guys have good sales? I had good sales. But
really good.
This weekend just gone has been woeful.
Yeah.
But yeah, over Christmas and New Year's it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was surprisingly really good.
Pretty quiet for me. Pretty quiet. So I went from probably where I was tracking around $2,000 sales a week, probably leading up to November, and then from November through to now, just scraping to get over $1,000 worth of sales a week. So I haven't dropped any number of listings or anything like that. Ran some big sales to try and push stuff, but just things have just been quiet. And that might be just what I'm selling in regards to the clothing. Maybe my prices are a bit high, and that's something I'll look at over the next little while. But I'm not disappointed, but I'd love more.
Yeah, of course.
What about you?
This weekend's been pretty flat. But yeah, other than that, it's been pretty well actually. Probably Q4 levels all the way right up to Thursday this week.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of comments on Instagram and stuff like people like Chris who's like, oh wow, it's been awesome, and then other people like Bohdan who's like, oh, it's been terrible. Like someone messaged me and I was talking to them and I was just like, I haven't listed for weeks and my sales have been almost normal, like, and they were like, well, we've barely sold things, like it's just really weird. So.
I think it comes down to what you're selling as well. Like I've moved away a lot from I'd sold most of my video games and all that sort of stuff earlier on in the year. I'd pretty much just been listing like clothing and hats like for the second half of the year. So of course, like that sort of stuff's not going to be secondhand clothes. People don't buy for Christmas. They'll buy collectibles. They'll buy toys. So that's where I'm not upset. I know it was just the period that I was in. And like that's just what I'm sourcing at the moment. That's what's moving, and I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think it comes down to people spending their gift cards as well. Because I've been selling like sets of books like crazy, like just trilogies that have been sitting there for like months, and just boom, buy. Just actually, I'm looking at books and DVDs have been the biggest sellers for the last week. Just it's crazy. The books have been quiet for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks lead up to Christmas, and now it's the other way around.
I think too, like with DVDs and stuff like that, like they only really sell to collectors mainly. Like, I mean that's not true. There's a lot of movies that sell just because they're not on streaming services or whatever. But like, I'm a collector. I bought heaps of freaking Blu-rays and shit.
You went nuts, man.
Like, I saw the sales and shit, but like. And like, you think about it, a lot of people are having time off over Christmas. They're just sitting at home on the couch, like on their phone. Like if they collect DVDs, they're just buying DVDs nonstop. And shit.
Mate, you should do a video ad for your store of you being the ideal customer for your store to help them see why buying from them will benefit their life, because you do it exactly the same.
Yes. I don't want to put myself in a video for my store though.
Mate, you could do the whole lie on the side like a calendar boy or something.
So you're not up for the reselling calendar this year, Wayno?
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to see that.
We'll get you holding your puppy, and then you can have the shirt off and all, like the fireman one, right?
I don't think you've seen Nelson recently. I wouldn't be holding him.
You're riding him.
His bastard weighs 33 kilos now. He's getting big. Who is Post Malone? I just like this comment because 10 minutes into the show and Chris has gone for cheesiest dad joke of the night already. All right. Malone is a reseller. I like it. Beck, how you going? This year's been okay so far. Made a sale every day. Nice.
Nice.
Was listening to your potty further your lifestyle now, Chris, at the gym.
Thank
Yep.
you. Thank you.
Head
Big
over.
shout,
Chris's,
big shout out to Chris for his new bub as well. So congrats, mate. Little fella looks like he's doing healthy and doing well.
Yep. Congratulations to Christian. Got his future
Bumped
little
into him the other day.
gamer and soccer player there. Yeah. At
Gotta
Sabres.
be careful with you and Christian, Wayno, because you're always sneaking up on me and catch me on camera or scaring me far out.
Yeah, well, he's starting his YouTube channel up as well.
Yeah.
So there's going to be another one floating
No
around.
pressure,
so,
mate.
yeah.
It's the joys of kids. You get time at home for a couple of weeks, and you can spend some time filming things.
Yeah. The Mega Store never sleeps. 21 Blu-ray players since the December 26th. Yeah, nice.
Good stuff.
I did see, I think I saw a picture on Instagram. Casey Andrew, g'day crew. Long time watcher, first time poster. Awesome. Thanks for jumping in. Long time watcher, first time catching the live. Cassie, thanks for jumping on as well. It's awesome. All right. We ended up getting some questions. I ended up getting a couple of overrated or underrated after I put up the post saying we didn't have any.
They felt bad for you, mate.
And
after you whinged them.
Yeah, they're all from Jazz. So thanks, Jazz.
Are they about Brad?
Jazz is just using us as her decision-making tool for the next 7 days. That's all.
Yeah. Well, she's got staying up to see in the new year and New Year's resolutions as overrated or underrated. I always use the joke.
I went to bed about 10 o'clock.
I always use the joke for this year's New Year's resolutions. I'm not going to make any New Year's resolutions because it's kind of a resolution to say that, but it's a really lame joke.
I love that you explained it to us, Uncle.
Such a bad joke, you have to explain it. Yeah, I don't do resolutions. Do you guys?
No.
I don't do them based on the year, but I have goals every year that I'm going after, but not New Year's resolutions as such.
That's a bit different. Yeah.
I'm still
like
trying to lose weight.
As starting, still trying to lose weight. Poor guy. I like to use it as a chance to start from zero, and then to compete against yourself. But it's not like this year, new me, because it becomes such a cliche. But I admit, like you get motivated, you get excited because it's a chance to now I get to start from zero again. But yeah, resolutions. I don't think I've said this year's my resolution is this. It's like nah.
What about you? Said you went to bed, Chris. Did you guys stay up for New Year's?
We celebrated. We were really lucky. Our little man, he had a potty party because he'd gone to the toilet 10 times in his potty, and magically everyone went down to our local foreshore and let off fireworks at 9 o'clock for him to celebrate his doing 10 poos and wees in the potty. So it was really exciting that everyone got together just to celebrate that, and then we took him home and chucked him in bed, and we just played online games with some friends because they've got kids as well. So we just do it online because it's easy, and did that until close to midnight and watched the fireworks while having a drink and whatever. I think my wife might have been painting the ceiling or something by that stage. I'm not sure.
Where's my party?
Well, if you go to the toilet 10 times in the potty, I'll give you a party as well. Okay.
There we go. That's all you got to do.
Right. No more in the front yard. All right, no worries.
That's it.
What about you, Octopus? Did you stay up?
I'm always awake. I never sleep. Look, these eyes aren't painted on, Wayno. You'd have to be blink.
It's hard with
There's nothing on after 9 o'clock in Canberra anyway.
No. That's when you break into cars. I mean, that's when you just go to do things around the house.
I was lying on the couch watching a movie, and I was like, what the fuck is that noise? I couldn't figure it out. It took me a good 10 seconds to figure out it was the fireworks.
Police raid next door, mate.
Yeah. I'm deaf in one ear, and I have my aircon on, which is right above me, and it's so loud that I have to have my volume up almost on full. So I can only just sort of hear the fireworks. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Broome, isn't it? Yeah, you're in Broome, aren't you? Not Canberra.
Oh yeah, totally.
No, you're in Canberra.
No, the only way you're going to take over Australia is take over Parliament. You got to be there.
That's right. That's exactly right.
How you going? All right, we got some questions. Got some interesting ones here. So we've got about 8 of them, which is actually pretty good. Tash has put in goals for this year, work and or life. I mean, it's pretty well documented that I don't do goals. If you don't
Is your
set
goal
goals,
to have a goal?
if you don't set goals, you can't fail. So that's the way I like to look at it. What about you guys?
I wasn't listening. What was the question?
Your goals for this year, work and or life. I'll get
someone else to work for me. How's that?
I'll give you mine. Like I actually thought about one. Like I was just really sick last year. I did the eBay wrap up for January to November, the 11 months or whatever it was 90K. And I think like I should be doing 120 from what I do, from what I have here, and how much I work and stuff. So I really want to get through the year without being sick for 3 months and pumping that up. So, but it's not actually a super goal, like I couldn't care less if I hit it or not, but I want to be up around that mark. So,
well, you're only trustworthy when you do over 100K, Wayno.
Yeah. So, what about you guys? Chris has got heaps of comments. Go over to his fucking channel.
Yeah, Chris is like, Chris will just put a link down below to his channel and you go watch his whole video.
To be fair, I haven't actually publicly released my goals for the year because I usually leave January to set in the routines of what sticks and what doesn't and really what I want. But, I'll be frank, I've got goals in all areas of whether it's the reselling or the business more so, the podcast, the YouTube, and my running. They're the 4 areas that I always focus on. But I think outside of all that, my biggest focus is to really just use time better, right, across all those areas to help those goals. So I will be releasing a more detailed video on my goals. But yes, more. I want to do better than last year. That's the short of it.
Cool. Bohdan?
Yeah, my big goal for the year, my big hairy audacious goal, the BHAG, is my is to become self-employed. That's the whole reason I've done this, and just really keen on that. And it's a challenge because I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't think reselling is going to be the only thing I do, and that's where I'm just working on other things as well, and talking to some other people locally just to see what I can do. But yeah, that's the big one. But mainly actually list the shit I spend money on, because like this table behind me, whichever way is easiest to go, this table behind me here is just full of shit that needs to be listed. All these tubs back here need to be listed. I've got a tub of hats behind me that needs to get. It's just so much shit here. I just need to sit down and do it. But it's, I was talking to Drew today. One of my biggest challenges is I currently list between the 3, Depop, Poshmark, and eBay, and really deciding whether or not it's worth the time and effort to continue to list on Depop and Poshmark. A lot of people will say no, and I can understand that, but having had a couple of strikes against me for ink over the years and other things, and not being able to sell anything for 2 weeks, and then also the fact that I still sell 5 to 10 items a week probably through Depop and Poshmark, it's still financially significant. So it's hard for me to go and dump it all, but I've got to weigh that up with how much am I selling through eBay and how much more could I sell through eBay if I go from 10 listings a day to 20, because I'm saving time and able to get through more and really, look at that benefit. So I'm probably going to put February as my test month of just doing eBay for February, and just go eBay for the whole of February and just see how a month of it works. and then after that, then review it. And because it's the shortest month, it's easy to do. And then I'll come back to it and go, okay, what have my numbers been like? How have I gone? Can I sustain that? Am I finding enough stock? All that sort of stuff. So yeah, see how we go.
Oh, whoops. Nope, it's not vintage, but I get that many comments about it. It's not funny. Everywhere I go, people love it. It's a bit weird. Chris waits to the end of January times by 12. I can tell you right now, he puts a lot more effort in than that. Interested to know what Furlong honestly thinks about that statement. You can't fail if you don't make goals.
Look, it's interesting because if you have no intent, well then, yeah, how can you let yourself down? But I think the way you can look at it is, and I talk about this on my podcast, is it's me versus me, right? Your only baseline is yourself. You know, like we're all four of us, we're all selling, we're all, you know, some of us are doing more, some of us are doing less. So we can't compare because we all operate differently. None of us are doing exactly the same thing. But for me, the way I look at it is like, yeah, if I don't set any goal, but then I reflect on this year versus last year, I'll see if I've made progress or not. Now, I failed, I think, probably 60 or 80% of all my goals last year, but I actually did more than I've ever done ever, right? Because I'm comparing to my previous year. So, yeah, I think if you don't set goals, you can actually still do really, really well, but you can also fail because if you do nothing, like if you literally do nothing, but want something else, even if it's not a goal, then yeah, you'll fail because you can't get anything unless you do something.
And I think what you said there about like the 60 to 80% you failed at, that's as someone who's also, you know, likes to set a lot of goals and that, I think you've got to fail. Like if you're not stretching,
it's the only way to learn.
You're not extending yourself. Like what's the point of setting a goal? The whole point is to set something that you're gonna have to work for, you're gonna have to struggle towards, and you most likely will fail some of them. But don't call it failing. You just haven't exceeded that expectation. Like you've still improved, you've learned, you've developed, and that's one of the big things around goal setting is that it's not failing. You're always able to adjust, review, analyze, and extend.
Sounds like loser talk to me, Wayno.
I mean, a lesson, right? If you learn something from someone, like if you hear something from someone, like what we're talking about, and you then don't do anything with that information, if you don't go apply, like you sign up for a course over weekend to go, sales 101, you take all the information, but if you don't do anything with it, then you actually haven't learned anything. You've just wasted your time. If you go take that information, go apply, and then go get experience, and you're going to get further ahead, then you've learned a lesson.
Oh, okay,
well,
that was surprising.
Wow.
Never heard an octopus fart before.
That's the chair. There you go.
They all say.
That's how you know I'm awake. The chair moves when I fall asleep.
I thought because you fart.
Yeah, it'd be more scary than that. There'd be ink everywhere.
It will be interesting to see how that goes. You'll have to tell us in March, Bohdan. I'm sure you'll be on here at some point in March. Nice experiment, keep in mind that the results of extra listings may be a bit delayed, but more is more if you have sellable stock.
Yeah.
I want to know what the guy that House thinks of Bohdan's beard. That's the hot question for the day.
She loves it. B loves my beard. Thank you.
So I hear.
All right, next one. We got one from Lozzie, Art Travel Life on Instagram. Anything crazy or unseasonable sold over the silly season? I didn't sell anything. I don't think I've sold anything crazy or anything. Just sort of my usual crap.
Yeah, I sold something really random. It's been in my death pile for probably about a year, and I actually found it underneath the spare bedroom bed where I kind of just stuffed that because it's where I used to do listing at home. And I pulled it out, and it was and I'm going to put it in my video tomorrow, but it's called a HD Fury 3 converter movie magic VGA converter to split HDMI. That's what it's called, right? Listed the thing for 150, got an offer for 120, accepted, and then they paid like $30 postage to the US. Sold within probably 2 hours. It might have been 12 hours. 2 or 12, can't remember which one I said. But it was like, what the heck? And it's in pack, like it's in box, but it was like, what?
That's awesome. The only thing I sold weird was it's not actually weird. I just sold some expensive toys that I put up thinking people get Christmas money, they might buy them, and that's probably what happened because they sold just after Christmas. So they ended up and really super weird around.
Yeah.
What about you guys, Octopus? You sell some lube?
Yeah, I sold some $1,000 Funko Pops. I think I've told you that before.
Yes, you did. It's crazy.
Every time, man. Every time.
He likes to just rub it
The
I can't help myself.
I sold
Rub my hands
the
together.
the complete season of Spooks again. That's always a good money maker for me. That went to Singapore, so that was a $300 sale with the freight. So always happy to find that. I'll pick it up anytime, so long as it's under 100. I know I'm going to make good coin.
Judda's in the house, and so is Cara. Not really a goal, but I got to get off my ass and set up all my shelves and fill them with listings. Yeah, welcome to my world.
I gotta find more shelving, actually. That's my biggest problem. Find more space.
Yeah.
Clean in the back
The
there,
kids out of their
Wayno.
room.
Sorry?
It's looking clean in the back there.
Yeah, I moved some shit. So I did that a while ago though. Like that's where I.
Yeah, but we haven't been on camera. Right? We haven't been.
That's where I take photos, and I could never take photos of anything big like those toys that I had and shit. I could only ever take photos of DVDs because it was only a little space, even though it's a big table. So now I can take photos of bigger stuff. So, yeah,
Brad in with a bit of a sick joke here.
that's the only
Give me a
space
sympathy laugh.
I got in my
talking
house.
about big stuff though, Wayne. That's something else weird that I sold. Like I listed a bunch of RM Williams 4XB shirts, and they all sold within like drop of a hat. It was so quick how quickly they sold. So if anyone sees big stuff out there in the thrift, they're worth picking up.
My ex
I
used
should
to
really
work in
start listening to these conversations. Missing
I
things
actually used
left,
to
right,
work in a big and tall store. I
Yeah.
think I might have mentioned this before on the show in Dandenong, and she used to get guys travel for hours to come to the store, and like a t-shirt was $70. You know, suits were heaps. Like they'd come in to get measured and shit because no one else sells them.
Yeah.
Like, just he's a huge guy.
I've got a 7XL shirt and I've got a 9XL shirt I've just listed like this week. 9XL.
Yeah. Now I'm getting close to that. No. Will if I keep going. One that blindsided me was a braille machine. Brad's jumped in for cheesy dad joke of the night. Another runner for that. Blindsided him. Tobes here. How you going, mate?
Yeah.
Sold a 1946 stamp.
Oh, that's cool.
Like that.
Is it still spinning?
Sold my first two plushies. 4XB is the titties. That's for men with titties.
Yep. Big titties.
Yeah.
All right. Christian's put one in. Questions. Australia-wide reseller meetup in 2023. I'm down for it as long as I don't have to travel too far and I don't have to organise it.
Is
Or
Christian
someone else
offering a
drives you.
location?
Hey?
Someone else drives you. Get a chauffeur.
Yeah. As long as it's
Not
not
that I've travelled anywhere last year, but fuck me if I have to drive 8 hours again.
Just come to the coast. I'll tell you what, Jervis Bay, let's just sit down at the coast. Easy for me.
Let's take over Tasmania.
Yeah. I think the hardest thing with doing like an Australia-wide one, like as much as it's a great idea, and you see a lot of like the US resellers have their meetups, etc. It's just we are so far apart, and like travel costs a shitload to catch a plane anywhere. Whereas I know like in the US and Europe, like you can catch a plane to the next state or a couple states over for like $50. Whereas here, for me, like I went to Adelaide the other month, it was $600, $600, $700 at least just for flights. So it's not cheap. You add in, cost of if you're going to hire a car if you have to, or, booking your car into long-term parking, all that sort of stuff. So it's great when we can get together, and super fun catching up with everyone down in Adelaide the other month. But yeah, it's a difficult one because a lot of the time we're on shoestring budgets.
Well, I think the problem with doing an open to the public, the ones that we did were just friends catching up.
Yeah.
So the
Yes.
difference between doing a public sort of get together is where do you have it? We had the first one was at Cara's, and some of us stayed at Brad and Jazz's, and the second one was at Judder's. We all stayed there. Like we can't invite hundreds of people to someone's house, so someone has to pay for all that or sell tickets, or it'd be really hard to do a whole full public thing. In saying that, we have all talked about going different places this year.
Yeah.
Like Brad and Jazz mentioned it in their video the other day, they want to get around and stuff like we all do. So I'm sure we'll get to different states and stuff, and we'll be able to meet up with people and stuff.
Let's go to Albury Wodonga. That's pretty good. I like the op shops there.
Good on Goulburn as well, mate. Goulburn's a good one.
Nah, Goulburn's shit.
Then do an online Zoom meetup for Oswald. Yeah, could always do it at some point.
Only if I got admin access to boot the dickheads.
Hell, I feel weird shit all the time. Tibetan prayer wheel thingy, Turkish copper coffee pot, shoes to weirdo sex freaks. Kelly sells heaps of shoes. Kel's my best mate. You've seen him in videos.
Yeah.
She gets so many comments for her shoes. It's not funny, but
you need to monopolize on that. Like dead set, sell your soul, just sell them.
The reason she gets so many comments is because she puts photos of herself wearing them because she knows that they're going to sell to those weirdos.
That's exactly right. I'm all
you can put a premium price on them, right?
That's exactly right. Put a 7-day auction and tell them that she's wearing them for the whole 7 days.
See, OnlyFans didn't realize that eBay's actually been running this game for a lot longer than they have. And they make more money from it too, like more fees.
Fuck it, just come to my house.
I'm the same. We got 4 acres. Bring a tent, bring a swag, bring a caravan, come on a camp.
Oh, there's a bit of jealous.
I heard that he almost invited 5,000 people to his last invite.
Yeah.
Aubrey Wodonga has heaps of shops. Bohdan, I was literally in Goulburn yesterday. All the oppies were closed. Were they really worth it?
Look, the Octo can shake his head, but every time I've gone to Goulburn,
it's the only thing I can shake.
Cash.
I got no bones in my tentacles.
Bags full of cash. So Octo just doesn't know how to look.
That's called the bank, Bohdan, not the option.
Goulburn has good stuff. Don't listen to him.
No.
Don't listen to him.
You're off your chops. Yeah.
All right, we better move on because I got tons of these. Buddy is giving us a question. Have you ever sold an item to a famous person or somewhere special like a museum or TV studio? I've talked about it before. I've sold to a footy player. I've sold to a band member, the band Even. They bought their own CD off me. That was pretty funny. It was a rare CD from the 90s. Yeah, really cool band too. That's it for me that I know of. What about you guys? I don't think we're really supposed to say who bought shit off us.
Oh, no, but a lot of the time they don't. Like I sold to a TV show, they wouldn't tell me what it was for or anything, of course. But it was a one of the old vintage wooden style looking radio clocks. That went pretty quick, and they paid full price. I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know about famous, but 2 Aussie thrifters sold to me once.
I haven't sold to anyone famous, but I've sold some stuff from someone famous. That's the best.
Oh yeah. Have you been selling that stuff?
Yeah, still moving their stuff slowly, but surely that still moves. They've given me all sorts of random things. It's not just like anything memorable. A lot of it's just regular stuff. I was actually going through. Here you go. Just
show and tell already.
There you go. Supreme hat, legit. So that'll go for $200 right there. That sort of stuff is pretty cool. But yeah, just regular stuff from them. But back when I used to do deliveries, when I worked for Fastway, I used to deliver to a lot of famous people. That was cool. Met quite
It was
a few.
cool until they got a restraining order on you.
Yeah, I kept showing up. I kept saying I was there to do something. Yeah, no. But yeah, just random people, and you find out where they live and see where they are, and it's kind of cool and pretty interesting.
Anyone that's
Like you didn't actually have their legit address. You've just been stalking to find out where they live. Like, the way you said it was just like
he's been trying to show his package off to them.
I've sold to a music video. Also sold a signed country music CD to the actual artist of the CD. That's pretty funny. I sold a really old mousetrap game which was used to make Life Up. Oh yeah, cool.
Cool.
Henry Bogart, Luke Longley.
Bogey and Longley, that's all right.
Daryl Hare. I probably wouldn't mention who you've sold to. It's probably not legal to give out that information. Like with eBay, it's probably confidential or something. I don't know. But even though I have mentioned it before. Because I'm an idiot. All right. Next one, Bolo DVDs. Any Bolo DVDs to look out for? It's sort of a hard one to answer. Sorry.
I love Lucy.
I said before, for me, it's I love the Spooks Complete Edition. I've picked it up for $20. I've picked it up for $80, and in between there. And every time it sells for like $150 to $200 plus postage to wherever around the world, around Australia. So that's one I love to find because I know straight up, like I've got no issues paying up to, $80 to $100 for it because I know I'm going to make money on it.
Yeah, I've mentioned it before heaps of times. Old Australian TV shows, miniseries, a lot of that
Country
stuff.
Practice.
Really well, yeah. Country Practice. There's heaps of them. There's a whole bunch of miniseries that you've probably never heard of before. And they all go for $30 or $40 or whatever.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on selling music CDs? My opinion is they're a lot like DVDs. That you just got to find the good ones. Some of them are good. A lot of them are shit.
Yeah. Sadly, the ones that are out there in a lot are normally the shit ones, and you got to dig through to find the gold.
Yeah. We'll move on from that quickly. We're going to run out of time. This is from Less Things More something. I can't read it. Did you accept low offers on items when you first started to get sell-through happening?
So, did we accept to help the sell-through get happening? Is that the question?
Yes. When you were first starting, did you accept low offers just to help you sell through?
Nah, to be honest, it took me a while to kind of click at that. To be frank, like I was like, no, I've paid for this and I know what it's worth. Whereas now that I've been doing it for a while, I got to the point where I looked through my numbers and realized, well, even if I didn't sell anything more, I've covered my cost of goods. So it's like basically, as long as I'm making profit on things, you want it out the door as soon as possible. Unless it is like it's a $200 item and someone's trying to buy it off you for $20. You've got to be reasonable. But if it's a $30 item and someone's offering me $20 and it's like I'm still making $5, $10 and it's been sitting there for 90 days, it's like hell yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a big advocate for if you're starting, you need to start low. So basically, you can't be asking top dollar with 3 feedback. So if those lower offers start get your ball rolling from your store and get the feedback, I think your feedbacks are probably the most important thing at the start.
Yeah.
You go that way. And like Chris said, don't take $20 for a $200 item. Count it with like 25.
I normally run like
I'm going to go to all the new resellers and buy up all their stock.
For me, if it's within 30% of the asking price, I'll accept it straight away. Anything lower than that, and I just look at how much I paid for it, how long it's been sitting there, and that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, ultimately, as Chris said, like you get to a point where you tip over the like what you owe isn't there anymore. You essentially own it outright. So anything you sell above fees, be that freight, eBay fees, etc., it's all cash. So that's where you just go for it.
As long as you're covering the cost to sell the item, then it's free money.
Yeah, I when I started, there was no offers. So
yeah,
that bloody old.
back in my day.
back in 2000.
When I was a young fella, I used to have to write 5,000 word
That's
opinion
right.
pieces on each piece that I sold.
And he just
Didn't
went
even
by Wayno back in those days.
Buy it now was barely even a thing. It was all auctions.
It was
That's
baby
true.
Wayno back in those days.
If you want advice, though, I would say it depends what you're selling. If you're selling something like DVDs, it's super competitive market. Like there's tons of each title. So like I filter to lowest price and match it or undercut it by a little bit. Like if you're trying to build your account up, like that's going to be the best way to do it. I've actually noticed it shows your username and your feedback percentage in search results now. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah, it's been doing that for about a month. Yeah, about a month.
Yeah.
I only noticed like a week ago because I haven't been listed or anything, but I was comping. I think it's just on the computer. It might not be on the app.
Yeah, I use the computer. Yeah, pretty much 90% of the time, and it's always on there. I don't think it's got how many you've sold though, but it's definitely got the feedback ratio.
I can't see that. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm looking
really?
and it just shows the dollar value. Interesting.
Maybe you might have migrated over yet.
Yeah, it was weird.
They might be doing it as a new. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
They're a bit slow. They're a bit slow down there in Mexico.
Mexico.
You're gonna say Tasmania.
Yeah, he was.
I was. And I had to remind myself, no, it's Mexico, not Tasmania.
That's where he is, not where you want to send him, Bohdan.
eBay Plus, I hate eBay Plus. I've spoken about it before. Fucking
Don't pay for it. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time.
No, I don't like it. I don't buy much stuff off eBay, and I think eBay Plus is just really if you're buying. So I buy that every day. I know it doesn't really benefit
you. Like eBay Plus doesn't really benefit you that much.
No.
It's like what you get express posts. So what? Most of the time, express post doesn't change shit. Like it doesn't mean jack shit when it comes to the posties. It all means money across the front counter. It means nothing for getting it delivered. Yeah.
All right. So, we got one more, and it's going to actually lead into the new sort of little segment I've got. So it's I'll explain what I've got. I didn't actually forgot to put it on the computer, so it's on my phone somewhere. It's kind of like a would you rather. So you got to pick one. So hopefully I can find it. Here it is. I found it. But I'll go with this one first because Jazz has put this in as a question, and it's pretty much the same thing. Would you rather only be able to op shop or only have 100% of your stock delivered to you? So you can have all your stock delivered to you, but you can never go to the op shop again.
Yeah, probably just get the stuff delivered to me.
Yeah. I would.
You can beat the minions.
Yeah. From a business standpoint, yeah, getting it delivered makes 100% makes sense.
Business, yes, but personal, I enjoy the hunt. I enjoy the search. There's enjoyment in that as well. It's part of the process. Be that op shop or like going to garage sales or private picks or whatever. There's an element where I enjoy it. But if business sense, yeah, deliver it to me every day. Saves me time, saves me money. It's right there. But I love the hunt sometimes. I love that, you're walking through somewhere and you spot something that's underpriced in a shop that's normally, ridiculously expensive or whatever. But yeah.
Unwanted but needed now. Sorry, I thought you were coming next week. Jeffrey, my man Jeff from our movie show. How you going? Garage sale for me at the moment. I love the hunt more than the sell. I'm the same, but
that's dangerous.
Like, from a point of view, it's like if you're getting stock delivered to you, you're gonna make a lot more money than just walking around the op shops and buying 5 things every day.
Yeah,
that's right.
I must say, if we take it in steps, I love the hunt, I love the sell, I hate the list.
I hate the photos. I don't mind listing. The photos I hate.
If we can have it delivered, have it listed, and have it all managed, but we make all the money, of course it would be the best.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some resellers out there that's what they get, though. It's just like,
I like money.
I like money.
All right, so I've written out 5.
All right.
So they're not all. There's only like 2 resale, and the rest of us.
Would you rather?
Still work full time deliver me stock, please. But elves list for me. I need some of those elves. All right. Would you rather handwrite all your packages for a year or only eat cold pies for a year?
I wonder who wrote this.
And right.
Yeah, handwrite.
So you're going to handwrite every package for the year. How many did you do last year, Chris? 5,000 or 4,000 or something?
4.5.
You're going to handwrite every one of those all year.
Well, think about it. If I was you, you're doing DVDs at the moment. All my low end DVDs that I'm sending with padded mailers, they're all handwritten.
Really?
Yep.
I'm handwriting.
Mate, my problem is how many pies I eat, and I eat a lot of pies. I don't want to have to eat all of those pies cold. I think it's a weight. It's a weight of number of pies I've got to eat compared to how many pastas I've got to write on. I'll write every day of the week.
I'm so happy right now. Cara, eat cold pies. This is the first time I've got anyone to admit that they'd eat the cold pie.
I don't think these people have had a cold pie before. They're committing to what they don't know.
Yeah. Can you imagine getting like a cold like steak and onion pie or something? That'd be horrible.
You're gonna start seeing Wayno dribble in a minute. Careful, mate. Careful.
I'm all good for Wayno eating cold like party pies. That's fine. That's cool. But eating cold like pies from a shop, from a bakery, nah, it is not on. That is not on.
So good.
Even when we see him crack them out of the packet, that was gross.
Oh.
You know, they taste exactly the same,
doesn't he?
They taste exactly the same.
Do you eat them cold or
room
temperature, Wayne?
Well, either.
But what's your preference, cold or room temperature?
So defrosted out of the freezer, they're too dry. They really are. But if you defrost them in the microwave, it's really nice. Like it's still cold.
They're essentially cooked. They're essentially cooked. There. That's just cooking them warm.
They're just thawed. Like I don't like them. So even like they get a tiny little bit hot around the edges, and I'll like put them in the fridge.
Wayno, can you start rocking up to this show and just have a pack next to you, and just through the show, just start nibbling and see how many people realize.
I reckon Wayno goes to kids' parties and just cleans up at the end.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Wayne doesn't eat his own kids. He just has friends with kids, so he can eat all their leftovers.
Right.
That's
fine, exactly right. I don't blame him.
I'm gonna be in a new movie with Owen Wilson called Kids Party Crashers. Savory or dessert? It's definitely savory. I did try to feed me. I tried to get everyone to have one. No one would have one, and I was like, "It's for the views. It's for YouTube," but no one would do it.
I'll have one with you next time, Wayno. I will have one with you, but we'll have them both. We'll have a hot one, like properly cooked, and we'll have one of your rubbish style ones, and everyone will agree that cooked is better.
Probably, but that's just because it's stuck in your brain that there's something wrong with it, but there isn't. That's why. It's like yeah, I don't know. It's like everything. It's all been marketed to you that it needs to be that way.
It's a conspiracy.
It is.
You're living in the Matrix, man.
Like
Stay away from those 5G towers. They might cook your pies.
It's like ham when it goes green. It's still good to eat, guys. It's just a new color. Yeah, it's fine. It's all just marketing. It's marketing.
It's evolved. It's evolved.
When your milk becomes cream, it's fine. It's fine. Just keep drinking it. It's fine.
Cold pie brand name review.
Brand power.
How you going? All right, next one. Let's
just
move on.
A side story. If you want to go viral, just release a short on your YouTube or on TikTok of you eating cold pies. Mate, I reckon you'll blow up overnight.
Yeah.
He probably would. He'd die.
I've blown up over the years eating the baskets.
How do you think he got so big?
You might get sponsored pies for life, man.
4 and 20 will be the new face of 4 and 20.
Piespiracy, Piegate,
Piegate.
Cold Wayno. Next one. I got some random ones. This one's a really common one, but I find it really interesting. Would you rather lose your sight or your hearing?
Well, I can't
It's
see
so
anything or
hard.
hear anything either.
Still run.
Speaking of which, let's ask Grogs. Where's she? Or is she already in the ground?
Yeah, she's not here.
Yeah, she's probably already
The
got in the
heck?
ground.
The problem with this is like I love music, so it's really
it's a
easy.
tough one.
It's real easy to pick. Like if you lose your hearing, you can still do so many things, like because you can see. But if you can't see, there's so much that you can't do. But the only thing is, I don't know if I could go without hearing music again.
I think I'd go parachuting or bungee jumping if I couldn't see.
Yes, but the difference though, Wayno, is if you lose your hearing, you still got the memory of the tune in your head.
You do.
And
If
you
lose
can
your
be
sight,
going. You can be going as loud as you want singing it, and it doesn't matter because you can't hear anyone else reacting to you.
And you can still see music videos, Wayno.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
you
lip
Just
sync
see
most
you
of the time
like
anyway.
it's like a
Watch
silent
music.
disco.
why don't blind people like to skydive? Because it scares the shit out of their dogs. I just thought of that when you said skydiver before, Octopus. Hearing, because I can still read the chat comments. Hearing is you can keep your ears. It's just your hearing.
You're not Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah. Octo, you just want your nose to sniff old shoes, eh?
No, just old man at the op shop.
I would also be sad without my music. It depends on the situation, but I could watch old music videos and sing. All right, next one. Would you rather have chopsticks for hands or office wheels for feet? Office chair wheels.
Office
Oh,
wheels.
chopsticks.
Really?
Yeah. Office.
Well, I'm close. I'm close enough as it is.
Shit. Shit.
I'd probably run faster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for like 10 minutes, then go over some rough ground, and you'd be falling over, and they'd snap, and you'd have no.
Haven't you watched these running videos? That's what he does anyway.
Yeah, I'd choose the feet because I don't need them to lie on the couch. I need the hand to hit the remote. So that's an easy one.
You only need to press one button at a time.
That's right.
Would you rather never sell on eBay again or never buy from any other place other than eBay again?
Rather never sell or only be able to buy from eBay.
So you can only buy from eBay or never sell on eBay?
I'll go never sell because eBay doesn't sell enough food and get it to me quick enough. I would go so freaking hungry.
Take food out of it.
Okay, take food out of it. Probably buy everything on eBay. I'll just buy everything on eBay.
Just lowball everyone.
Yeah.
Well, eventually, Cave.
I'd quit selling on eBay, I think, with that decision.
Yeah, you've got other options. I mean...
Yeah, I'd probably just find a different way to do it. But
why? Like, what can't you get like?
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Like, to have your margins to be able to get the consistency of what you need to be able to do the same off eBay. The volume isn't there. Well, it could be, but it's going to be it'd be more of a challenge, I think.
Only buy from eBay. You're not giving up the business. That's hard. It is. But
I guess
like,
you have
you
to
think
force
about it.
Well,
Like, if you really want to go to a concert or you want to go somewhere, you can't just buy the tickets on eBay. Well, sometimes you can, but if you want to pay through the nose. But there's so many things that you can't buy on eBay. Yeah, that's the idea of it. It's hard. I think I'd find somewhere else to sell shit. All right, we'll do the next one. That's the last one. Would you rather have all songs sung by Nickelback or all movies be starring Steven Seagal?
Oh. This
Nickelback.
person's evil. I love it.
Well, yeah, okay.
I
To
quite
be
like
honest,
Nickelback.
I've never seen a Steven Seagal movie, so is he really that bad?
Really?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's just a wanker.
I put up with plenty of them.
Yeah, this is more than anything you've ever seen before.
Nickelback, kill me now.
Kill me now.
I'm taking Seagal. I have to because Nickelback, they slap. Yeah, I love music too much. I couldn't fucking.
Yeah, and
Nickelback
if anyone
is
saw my
music.
Spotify,
Seagal doesn't act.
Yeah,
if anyone saw my Spotify review from last year, imagine having Nickelback in that. No, it's not going to work for me.
Nickelback Christmas songs. At least they play instruments. I'm
Yes.
Evan from the US. How you going? It must be pretty
Hey,
early
Evan.
over there. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah.
I'll be invading
Nickelback
you
aren't
next.
actually that bad. I pick on them all
No.
the time, but they're actually not that bad. It's just one of those things where if you're told it enough times, people believe it. So
Yeah, it was like a little meme that started that Nickelback
Yeah.
were terrible, and then everyone went Nickelback are terrible. But they're still like for the 2000s, one of the highest selling artists of the 2000s, so they can't be that bad.
I don't like them, but they're not that bad. But
No.
I still would just like all the other music that I love.
But think about all the movies that you love, Wayno, and think that they're just acted with Steven Seagal in them.
Yeah, I know.
Every
but
every character. That'd be even better.
every character, that's a different story.
He's the lead. No. Think of him as the lead character, the lead male in every movie. What's
Yeah, I
your
know.
favorite movie, Wayne?
It would suck, but it would still be better than never having. I basically wouldn't have music anymore.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have movies anymore.
Yeah. They'd still be different though.
Fight.
This is a good segment.
That's right. Battle of the Beards.
Girl is overrated. I don't even think he's rated.
No, it's not.
No, I can't be bothered.
No, he.
All right, that's it for what would you rather. That's all I got. So next week I'm going to put up a thing on Instagram with would you rather, and you can put your own in, and I'll pick the 5 best ones. So we can't do them all if there's like 15 of them. I'll pick the 5 best ones. So yeah, help me out and put them in because it's fucking takes so much work doing all this shit. I'm so busy trying to get everything going and the new show and everything. So it'd be awesome if people could chuck some in. I'm sure some people will come up with some good ones. So it's going to get boring if I do it every week. So yeah, that'll be awesome. So
You got to bring back show and tell as well, Wayno.
yeah,
You don't have to do it. We do. You're the host. We just have to do show and tell.
I don't think a lot of you want to do it though. Like only some
We
of
all,
you.
said at the end of last year we want to do it, Wayno.
And,
I'm just guessing, Wayne. I think Bohdan wants to do it.
I just
Yeah.
find it fun seeing what
He's
everyone else
already got his whole table set up behind him. Wait,
Yeah,
let him
I've got
go.
everything ready to go.
He said, "Do it right now." He's going to be like, "Oh, okay."
That's right.
Actually,
I don't
I have all 5 One Direction Barbie characters right there. Right there, inbox new.
I can't even see where I am at the moment, so don't ask me for anything. I've moved outside.
Fight Club is to go.
Seagal as Marty in Back to the Future. Whoa.
Do a little session where they can Photoshop Seagal in all these movies. I think it would go pretty good. Actually, it'd be pretty funny to see.
You think of Seagal
Just
as
on the
Neo?
covers.
Seagal as Neo in The Matrix. Him trying to bend back in bullet time and he just
No,
splits.
you need Seagal in Under Siege, mate.
Would you rather a bench to frosted pie or a microwave one is better?
Yeah, so he likes some cooks.
No, they're not cooked. It's just that
That's what he's saying.
No, when you just leave them out in the to frost naturally,
This is
all
nasty. This is.
Microwave is
There should be a rating before listening to this.
all the water drains out of it, so it's just really dry. When you when you defrost it in the microwave, if you don't actually cook it, you just defrost it enough. It's got all the water in it still.
Been through it because of the hand gestures. He knows it.
Yeah. Trust me.
He's gone. Octo's gone.
It says actually, it says I don't think he did it on purpose. Here we go.
Send a message.
I like showing and telling. See, I don't think the octopus likes showing and telling. I don't think Jutta likes it. Like, he doesn't mind it, but like I think he's like me, where we just forget to do it. So, like, I think
it's a bit hard when you're all tentacles.
Yeah, a few other people don't like it. I don't know. Quiz is good. We've got the quiz that's still coming. We probably should do that now. It's after 9 o'clock already.
Yeah, come on.
All right.
So, yeah. All right, quiz. First question.
Chris's next appointment's coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got to move this so I can see them. Which Marvel star was run over by his own snowplow last week?
Oh, that's old mate.
Yep. Hawkeye.
Henry Cavill.
You guys have. I think you got to have to say your name or something. Everyone just yelled it.
Jeremy Renner.
Correct. It's Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. Apparently, he's not in a great way. So,
yeah, he's
he's weight 6.5 tons at weight, and it ran over his leg. So apparently, his leg is not in a good way.
You might be having him in your meat pie soon, Wayno.
Yeah, Jesus.
Good thing he did Hawkeye and the TV show, because he's handed over the role now.
Yeah. I've heard that he might lose his leg. So,
yeah.
Jeremy Renner. Megan got that in the chat. I like show and tell watching others.
Mm-hmm. Through their windows.
Was it a tractor? It was a snowplow.
Yeah.
Because he lives in there, and he was actually helping someone, and he got out of it, and it started rolling. So he tried to jump back in it, and his leg got caught under it. So
nasty.
he probably should have left it, kept rolling. His chest got crushed as well. So, which 1991 movie starring Bruce Willis is about a cat burglar who is forced to steal Da Vinci works of art?
Bohdan, Hawkeye?
It's close. It's not called Hawkeye.
Jeremy Renner?
Got something to do with Hawk, though, hasn't it? It's going to be something to do with Hawk. I have no idea.
Yeah, Hudson Hawk.
There it is. I know how your brain works now, Wayno.
Sorry?
I know how your brain works now.
Yeah. All right. What is the fastest bird in the world?
Chris, Hawk.
Bohdan, peregrine falcon.
Are you Googling that, Bohdan?
No. I know that. This brain.
It is the peregrine falcon, but it is also called a hawk. So I'm going to give that to Chris, because I was going to give it to it if anyone said hawk. It's called a duck hawk as well. Paddy's in there. Apparently, they go up to 390 k's an hour.
When they dive.
Yes, which is nuts.
That's crazy.
A monkey.
Right. Yeah. Speedy Gonzalez.
Freaking swallow. I love these answers. Which phone company bricked users' phones with an update recently?
Samsung.
Didn't say your name, but you're right.
I don't need to say my name.
What's that got to do with hawks?
No, he always gives 3 hawks, and then he moves elsewhere. You got to
That's right. You got to keep up.
Um,
If he rubs his beard, then he means he's moving on to a different topic.
He's changing. Yeah, okay. He's winking at me. He's changing.
This is true. Everywhere you go with Kel, she's pointing out hawks in the sky and shit. She fucking loves them. And when I was writing the trivia today, I was like, wow, if Kelly's watching tonight, this is gonna be cool. But yeah, she loved them. Samsung Kara was in first. Hawk Sung. Telecom. Apple, they all bricks. I agree with that. All right, next question. What is Pokemon short for?
Come on, Chris. Oh, come on. Jesus. Pocket Monsters.
Pocket Monsters.
Yes.
Octo. Chris is distracted.
Yeah, I've got
His
some
hairdresser's
person
here.
sending me lowball offers.
There we go.
An old video game saying extremely old, so I can only give you $5 and it's sealed. It's like, yeah, cheers.
All right.
Um,
How many kangaroos are on the $2 coin?
Chris, 3.
Nah,
Bohdan 5.
4.
nah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's what my son would do. Yeah. Just start counting until he gets it right.
Ask the US guys.
8, 6. Nah.
4.
7.
5. None. John Roberts got it. They're on the
None.
dollar coin.
Oh, you bastard.
They're on the $1 coin, not the $2 coin. There's
Yeah,
5 of them.
Octo's throwing offers at Chris.
All right. Next question. Who can't get no satisfaction?
In excess.
No.
Michael Hutchins.
No.
He's tied up at the moment.
Come on, this one's easy.
I don't know. Can't get no satisfaction. No idea.
I can't get no.
Oh, yeah, I know the song.
Mm.
Oh, there we go. Rolling
There's
Stones.
a whole heap of them. They're all come up now. Chris was in first. But everyone got it except for the people on the actual paddle.
Too young.
Is it a tie into Hawkeye being rolled over by his snowplow?
That was a shit. I need a question, and I just I saw the word satisfaction, and I just went, oh, okay, I'll just do that. All right, next question. Gum, desert, and hobnail are types of what?
Gum as GUM.
Yeah.
Desert and hobnail. Hawks. Bohdan, hawks.
No.
Cactus.
Gum. Oh,
Octopuses.
Eucalypts.
Boots.
Chris got it.
Boots.
Chris Clapton's got it. Boots. Megan was just on it as well.
No idea.
Not cactus.
Gum boots. Yeah.
Pies. All right, we're getting close to the end. Which item has Macca's removed from its menu this week?
Didn't hear. But if it's the
Chris,
double
Diet Coke.
right.
Yes, Chris got it when he finally started paying attention to the trivia.
Oh,
You got it right.
Okay.
Fucking McDonald's. I'm never going there again.
So it's going to be
Yeah,
pineapple pies.
I'll give you a week and you'll be back there. You'll be back there.
I won't. I can't drink any of their other drinks. They make me sick. So
Have you
I
tried
won't-
this Sprite? There's Sprite no sugar now?
I can't drink the no sugar. It's sick. Like it makes me burns my stomach. I can only drink Diet Coke. I can only drink Diet Coke, water, and beer. They're the only 3 drinks I can drink in the whole world.
Water. They sell bottles of water, Wayne.
Yeah, I'm not fucking buying bottles of water. It comes out of a tap.
Oh, but just in case you didn't know. Just in case.
Yeah. Yes, Kelly's going to be very happy about that. But Nikki said to me, "Oh, you should get some of those, those healthy meals, and you can start eating at home now." And I said, "Let's not get crazy. Hungry Jacks still sell Diet Coke."
Yeah, does HelloFresh deliver Diet Coke in their boxes?
Yeah. We got a lot of Diet Cokes. Yeah, what about it? I like that cocaine drink.
We know that. We've seen that firsthand.
Yes, I know. I left it there. Sorry. I did message you about that. It's one of the many messages that you didn't read. Listen to Nikki. I probably will. I'm starting to diet, actually. So I will. Last question. none of you guys on the panel are going to get this. Well, actually, you might. It's pretty easy if you think about it. Footscray and North Melbourne were admitted to the VFL in the same year as which team? It was in 1925.
Footscray and
Chris
who?
Hawks.
You got it.
Swans.
You got it. It was the Hawks.
Well done.
It was a no-brainer. I mean, you gave it away.
Yeah. You said you knew me, Bohdan. I've been doing this. This last question is always related as well.
I missed the two things. That's why I asked who were the two teams. I missed it, and then I
Yeah.
Stop getting distracted on offers and things.
Gryffindor.
It's
Just use the fleshy bits of an octopus around it. Idiot too. Gryffindor? The Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's the show. Hour and 15 minutes. We had about 40 to 45 in all night. So thanks everyone for coming along.
Nice.
It was awesome. Good to be back. We will be back again next week. Hopefully we got this new segment now, so it should be interesting. Keep the show a bit more fresh. Doing something a bit different. So
Alex things is teasing a content there. That's
mate. If it's more of what we got last time, I'm down for it.
Scary.
Hey, just let me have a few drinks first.
yeah.
Let us catch up.
That'd be awesome if you did some videos,
Yeah.
Chris. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see that. And yeah, keep an eye out for Christian Forest Fines. Go over and follow him.
Yeah.
If you aren't yet, because he's starting very soon. So he'll be on this show as well. So eventually soon. So go and check him out. And we have started our new channel. I don't think I've mentioned this yet. We're moving the movie show to the new channel. You might have seen it in my video. So we would love it if people would sub to it. If it's not your thing, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we're trying to keep it casual, so even just sort of casual movie lovers can watch it. Like everyone watches movies, so try and keep it casual and fun. So come along, give us a sub, watch on Tuesday night if you can. That'd be awesome. So we're starting from scratch basically. So
What's it called, Wayne?
Requiem for a film.
Yeah.
Requiem for a film. I was going to link it, but I didn't. I forgot. So
Someone link it.
Uncharacteristic.
There we go. Jazz has done it.
Jazz is all over
Are
it.
you going to update your handle?
Oh, I got a cramp.
Well, I thought I got really excited there.
Yeah, the Diet Coke withdrawal.
What do you mean? Which one?
So it's just like at the moment it's got 5631 on it.
Yeah. I
Handle,
don't know.
so
If you can you change that?
Yeah, you can. Well, actually, sorry, I don't know if it's for new channels, but I've just changed on mine because it's now public. So you should be able to change it.
Okay. I think I don't really care. I think I'll just leave it.
Yeah, but if people want to search for you, they can just type it in and it will come up with your
okay.
your channel.
There we go. Come have fun with us. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do some other videos we're thinking about doing. We haven't really talked heaps. We have talked heaps about it, but we haven't set anything in stone. But I think we're all going to do some reviews, maybe. We're thinking about doing. So people do live. They do movie react videos. So they watch a movie and they react to it, and a lot of them are a bit fake. They're sort of putting it on and stuff. But because there's three of us, we're thinking about doing it with the three of us. And then we're bouncing off each other and shit, just taking the piss or having a laugh or whatever. So it should be fun. It's hard to find without and that's because it's a new channel as well. So once it gets a few subs, you would be able to find it just by typing in but I should change that now so people can actually find it.
Yeah, and even if you don't like movies, just get them the subs and just skip over the movies each week. The video.
Yeah, I don't know. If you still don't want to watch, that's fine. You don't have to, but it'd be cool if people went over and subbed to it and checked it out.
Quindell's
Quindell's Dan.
I don't know. Sorry.
Go back up
Dan.
a couple of comments. Quindell's Dan I just subbed to him, so he's just said he's done his first video on his reselling adventures. So good job, mate. I'll watch that shortly.
Nice.
Send it to me on Instagram, mate, and I'll check it out. I might do a react video for you. Berated by the octopus.
Squirt ink everywhere when he's excited.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's a good thing.
We won't be doing. Well, I'm
Depends
sorry.
what colour.
Harry Potter.
I don't think we'll be doing many chick flicks. We just don't like them. So I think Buddy likes a few of them, but we've sort of decided that we can veto each other. So we're taking it in terms of picking a movie, but we can veto each other. So if, like I said to them, if one of you guys picks Lord of the Rings, I'm going to tell you to fuck off. And Buddy was a bit disappointed.
I feel you, buddy. I feel you.
Yeah.
We don't have 14 hours to dedicate to it, Wayno.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of stuff. We're going to try and sort of space it out so that there's different genres and stuff. So
you've got to at least do Mean Girls once.
I've never even seen Mean Girls.
Oh, you'd love it. You'd love it. You would froth over that, Wayno.
I'm confused. I actually don't know if he's being serious or not.
He is.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's a ringer thing.
No. I meant Bohdan, not you, Wayno. I haven't seen it either.
I've got 3 sisters. I got no brothers. I got 3 sisters. I grew up only watching chick flicks pretty much every weekend because I got no say over what was on TV.
I'm pretty sure that's not true.
You want to go through the rom-coms of the 90s and the early 2000s? I've seen every single one of them.
Yeah. Don't stand up, Bohdan. We don't want to see it.
I used to work in a video store, so we just watched everything that came out. So I've seen a lot of them as well. Nobody likes chick flicks. Chicks just pretend they do, so Arby leaves the room. We will be doing Barbie. It looks funny so we're going to do Barbie when that comes out. It's not till middle of next year or something, I think. Yeah. April, something like that. Are
you going to dress up as Ken for it, Wayno?
I just look like Ken naturally, I think.
Reseller Ken.
Reseller Ken. Cold meat pie Ken.
We got Wolf of Wall Street is on Tuesday. I watched it today for about the 5th or 6th time. Yeah, I fucking love it. But I think the way we've sort of been doing it, we haven't really made a conscious effort to do this so much. But the way we've sort of been doing it is you almost don't have to watch the movie to watch our show. So we only talk about the movie for about 10 or 15 minutes, really, and the rest of the show, like we do the top 5. This week we're doing top 5 Leonardo movies, which is really fucking hard because he's in so many good ones. And we do the trip. Sorry?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Well, it's a classic. I don't know if that'll be in mine or not. I love that movie. But,
I love his face. He's like,
yeah. And then we got here at the end. We got a couple of little things.
Yeah. It's good. It's good because, as you say, you don't need to watch the movie. And a lot of the movies you guys have been doing are well-known movies anyway. So they're ones that you've seen at some stage. So you remember stuff when you're talking about it and that. And so you can be involved in the chat and then you go into other things. So it's easy to be involved. It's a fun chat. The 3 of you are good. I got to say, it's a good 3 makeup of the 3 of you.
We did just make a conscious decision to do popular movies, well-known movies at the start because most of my following and Buddy's following are resellers, and Jeff doesn't have a following. He only just started his Instagram account, so we made that sort of a conscious decision so people can tune in if they're just sort of like a casual fan or whatever, and have a laugh. So. Yeah, we'll probably continue to do that for a while. Popular movies, sort of, and movies that are currently being released or whatever. So yeah.
Oh, that's great, Wayno. Let me know when you're doing Star Wars.
Yeah, you get fucked.
Well, they're not recent and they're not popular, so who cares?
You won't watch it anyway because you got your bloody nacho night and your movie night.
Excuse me, who was there last week?
You were. Thank you. But I actually thought about that before I decided what night it was going to be on. But Tuesday's the only night that I can do it. I was like,
do it for me. You do it for you.
I know. But I was like,
I still thought of you, Chris.
Chris, your nacho night's so popular and well known now. Like, Chris isn't going to be able to watch, but I don't think he really cares anyway. So yeah,
I'll swing by when I can. Like, it's all right. I appreciate the love, bro. Like,
yeah.
this is
But,
a bromance.
yeah,
I'm getting all emotional.
that's
Yeah?
the only night I could do it. So
Have we
lucky,
finished the circle jerk yet?
lucky Wednesday wasn't the only night I could do it. That would have been a bit weird.
Yeah, come on, mate. Come on.
So get along to Chris's lives on Wednesday night. As well.
They're back on the 18th.
It is a great movie. It is such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, it goes for 3 hours, but it doesn't feel like it does. One of the greatest director of all time, in my opinion, Martin Scorsese.
1 hour and 18 minutes is the best part.
Well, that'd be a movie with an octopus. Yeah, it'd be cool to do some weird fucking movies and some stupid movies. The Beach. Yeah, it's a great movie. All right, let's go. We're talking about the movie show too much.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. We will see you all next week. Some of you on Tuesday night. We'll see the rest of you next week. Bye.
Bye.